the evolution of SaaS video marketing and what's happened next. Let's dive into this because I think SaaS video marketing has changed more in the last decade than most people even realize, man. And what's interesting is that every area trying to solve the exact same problem. How do you help buyers understand the product? Platforms, formats, tools all change, but the goal stayed actually all the same. So let's take a look at the early days of SaaS, what I will call the explainer area. Products were simpler, markets were less crowded, and most companies could explain what they did in like a short 2D animation videos. You probably see them already, like a lot of colors, happy faces, 2D animation size, with problem, solution, outcome, simple. And honestly, it worked. It worked very well, was super popular at the time because products were easy to understand. Then sales became more competitive and products became more advanced, and new challenges appeared. Trust. It was all about trust. And that's when we entered what I would call the founder led era. People stopped wanting to polish corporate messaging and they want to hear from real people. And that's when looms became into the picture. Building in public became popular. Personality behind the company became part of the marketing. And for a while, that worked incredibly well. Then something else happened. Everyone started doing it. Literally everyone. And trust alone wasn't enough anymore. This is actually the next phase. This is where we saw the rise of what I would call the social proof era. Social proof era. Suddenly, every website looked the same. Customer logos, testimonials, case studies, review sites, and the messaging became don't trust us, trust our customers. And that made a lot of sense because buyers were looking for validation, not just explanations. The products kept evolving, especially in SaaS. Workflows became more complex, integration exploded, automation became normal. And AI entered the market, and buyers started facing a new problem understanding. This is where we entered the product demo era. Instead of talking about the products, companies start showing them with workflows, interactions, and real product experience. Not because buyers wanted more information, it was more buyers needed more clarity. And the fastest way to understand the product is usually to see it, not to read about it, just to see it. So around the same time, another shit was happening. Social media changed everything. And now every SaaS company wasn't just competing against competitors. They were competing against creators, against TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn feeds, and attention became the scarce resource. The first few seconds started mattering more than ever. Hooks became more important than ever. Packing, retention became more important than ever. So the best SaaS content stopped actually behaving like product marketing. It started behaving like content. Now we are entering another area, the AI area. And for the first time, almost anyone can create high quality visuals, beautiful animations, premium looking videos, content that will require an entire production team a few months. And that's exciting. But it's also creating a new problem because if you think about it, if everyone can create impressive content, right? Impressive content stopped being advanced. Simple. Production quality becomes easier to buy, easier to generate, and also easier to copy, which makes me think the next era won't be defined by AI. It will be defined by understanding. Because when I look back at every area that we talk about, they were all trying to solve the same thing. Helping buyers understand the product. Explainer videos, founder videos, testimonials, product videos, short form content, all of it. And different approaches with the same objective. And I think Companies that win over the next few years won't necessarily have the best videos. They all have the clearest products, the clearest stories, the clearest explanations. Because in a world where everyone can create content, understanding becomes competitive and advanced. So no attention, not the product production quality, what it used to be. It's all about understanding. And honestly, I think that's where SaaS marketing is heading next.